When I was a student at RISD, I had this amazing professor named Lou Hines, and they did this exercise with the entire class. What they had the class do was close their eyes and sit for 4 minutes and 33 seconds silently. And the goal was to gain inspiration, but also to just take a moment to be in this place. All right, that was 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Feels long when you are quiet and just resting. So I want you to just get supplies and draw until 5:30. Drawing in an after-school course, it's extremely meditative. It's what I really want to pass on to them in the class. I'm Michael Gunn, I'm 23, and I am an adjunct intergenerational drawing teacher at School 1. An intergenerational art class is almost half high school age, so 9 through 12, and the other half is primarily 60+ adults working collaboratively in a space together.
No, it's the bridge.
School 1 is a small, independent, private high school on the east side of Providence, Rhode Island. While we have a reputation of being an art school, we are not an art school, but it's a darn good place to be if you are an artist or a creative. There are so many skills that can be built in this, what I think of and many call the hidden curriculum of an arts education. Mental health is another piece of it that we want to be sure that people feel supported.
These markers are great for it because it's basically painting, but it's really quick and easy. It's just like drawing. You get to make so much stuff in such a short amount of time. Originally, I didn't have a choice to attend it. I had missed some classes in my other drawing class. So my teacher, he asked me to attend just one time to make up for the time.
Oh my God, look at him on his.
As soon as I got in there, it felt really rejuvenating and good. So I thought, why not just stick with it? Usually after school, I get home and I'm so exhausted and tired, but after this class, I always feel like I've gotten everything out.
I always drew outside of class, but I think since taking this class, I grew more confidence in my art. I look forward to this class every week. I think especially after a really long day, it's nice to be able to be in an environment where you can just relax and draw.
I'm wondering too if it's a brush thing. Let me get you a round brush for it, just so you can kind of make a curved line on the edge. I've heard a lot of different things from the students in the class, ranging from wow, I've gotten so much better at this particular material. So you could kind of pull brush marks, maybe follow the vertical of this. You could bring white here, especially for the older adults. Maybe they haven't tried to draw in a long time or they're returning to it. And so I hear I'm so glad that I'm back doing this.
I have to lean harder. I guess I should sharpen the pencil too. There's a whole lot of things here I should be doing. I've always been interested in cross-generational relationships, and I think our society tends to be age segregated, which is unfortunate. The high school students in the class with me are, to a person, intriguing. A lot of the students in that class, it seems to me, they're at the point where they're applying to colleges, and so the pressure is tremendous, I think. And I would say a big thing is social media. I did a lot of stupid things when I was a teenager, but it wasn't permanently preserved for people to look at till the end of time. And there's kind of no escape, you can't just go home and close the door and no more social media.
In the normal days when I don't have the art class, for the 2 hours that I go home on a normal day, I usually spend about half or maybe more of that on social media, which is pretty unfortunate, but it's true. I feel like I've been getting a lot more mental clarity in the class. It's a lot more productive physically, you're actually creating things, but mentally it's You always feel better after it. You know, you don't remember any of the time on social media. I'll always remember my art classes.
It's making a set of marks that you maybe didn't intend, but you can always work with or against. My relationship to Intergen drawing is that I actually got into art in 5th grade in a community course. I'm originally from northwestern Pennsylvania. Growing up in the area I was from was really hard, being a queer person. I don't think like a middle school boy from Seneca, Pennsylvania is normally painting. There was always this rotating like 3 or 4 like teenagers, middle schoolers, and then all of it was mostly 65 plus. When the classes kind of ended, I moved my studio practice into my basement and just kept working, and that is what got me into RISD, was just like painting. Everything I learned in that class, from color mixing to image to composition. I like the types of abstraction that came out of maybe some of the like struggle with the perspective. When your eye travels to be like, oh, they're the same, it'll catch a branch. It's a big privilege to work with the Providence community and students at School One. Do you see how like the white of, I don't even know what this is. Getting to kind of come back to art making in a high school space and with teens is like so full circle and so special. School One is an extremely special place, and I haven't seen any high school that's quite like it.
If you want to know what's going on,